What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They can weigh me down.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mchimba, and for today's other video, since I think you'll see me wearing these clothes in the previous video. For today's video, we're going to be doing a story time. I'm going to be telling you guys about how I got this. How this gap came about. Okay, so it was in December 2009. I had just finished, I finished writing my grade 7 exams, so I was on holiday. I was on grade 7 holiday, you know. And then my friend Jennifer came over for a sleepover. She came for a sleepover at my place. I was 12. Yeah, I was 12. And yeah, so the following morning we woke up and we bathed, we dressed up in matching clothes and all that. I wore a white shirt and a brown skirt. I remember this day very, very, very well, because I think this is one of the worst days in my life. It's one of the worst things that has ever happened to me. But anyway, so yeah, I was wearing a white shirt and a brown skirt. So we're twinning with my friend. Then I used to live with this certain cousin of mine, an elder cousin. I'm a firstborn, so I don't have an elder sister, and she was like an elder sister to me. So yeah, anyway, we were about to go and play outside. Me, Jennifer, and my young sister were supposed to go and play outside, and then my cousin sent us to go and pluck mangoes for her. At the house that was behind us, our neighbors behind us, we're supposed to go and pluck mangoes for her, big mangoes. Yes, so yes, so you know, us being us, of course, you need to respect and everything. We're just like, okay, we're going to pluck the mangoes, and then after that we're going to go and play. I apologize if I talk fast. I think I talk fast, but anyway, yeah, so that's how we went to pluck the mangoes, and we climbed the tree and everything. We plucked the mangoes, and you know, we're throwing them down and throwing them down and throwing them down. And then we finished, so we were about to get down. I was the one who was at the toppest point of the tree, because okay, I loved climbing trees as a kid. I really loved climbing trees. I don't even know why, but yeah. So we were getting down. So my sister was the first one to reach almost down, and Jennifer, and then I was on top. So I started getting down slowly. So the helper for that time, the neighbor's house where we were plucking the mangoes from, the helper came out and she saw a mango, that she wanted near where I was. So she told me, she's like, no, before you get down, please pluck that mango for me. So I was asking her, which one? I can't see the mango. And she was like, it's here, just come and see. So I started moving, and then I didn't see the branch I was stepping on. And my sister saw it and she said, Chimba, you're going to fall down. And then I said, nah, I can't fall. Monkeys don't fall. You know, my name means monkey, or a clan of monkeys, according to what I remember being told. I used to take that thing into, I used to put it into, yeah, I used to be like, hey, I'm a monkey, I can't fall, blah, blah, blah. So she told me, she's like, Chimba, the branch you're stepping on is rock and you're going to fall down. And I told her, monkeys don't fall, I always climb trees and blah, 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 you know. So that's how I kept asking, Auntie, you see me, you want a mango? And she was like, that's how I stepped on, I stepped near the end of the branch, near the tip of the branch. Last thing I remember was, I saw leaves going up. I saw the leaves going up, I literally saw the leaves going up. I didn't realize that I was falling. Then I think, I don't know, too much adrenaline, or I was panicking or something, but I passed out in the air. The only thing I remember, after seeing the leaves, the next thing I remember, I woke up in the bathroom and everybody around me was crying. I was in the bathtub, I was naked, and then everybody around me was crying. So I'm going to pause the bathtub part, and I'm going to tell you guys what happened after I fell, as narrated by my sister and our helper. So yes, according to my sister and the helper, this is the story now according to them. So my sister told me that she just saw a brown skirt falling from a door, and she started screaming. Auntie, auntie, auntie. She was calling the helper. So now our helper is very, very, very fast, and these girls keep talking. Anyway, our helper is very, very fast, and she's very, very efficient. So when she heard my sister screaming, she quickly ran out, and then she said she found me like on the floor. She found me on the ground near the pit, and then there was this ripe mango that had fallen. Then we're plucking the other mangoes, and it was like near my head. So she thought as if my brains had come out, and she was panicking and what. And then she's like, my eyes had rolled backwards, like my pupil. My pupils and my iris, the black part, like they were behind it. It was only the white part, and I was just doing so like she got scared and started calling me Chimba. Now that's how the helper quickly carried me. Like she just carried me. She's really strong. But just she quickly carried me and rushed to the bathroom. Then when I fell, it's like I landed with my face, so like this whole part, from my neck to my chin up to here, my skin had come out. Thank God I healed well, because there's no visible scar. You have to like really, really pay attention to see. So like all my skin here came out. So she put me in the bathtub because like I was bleeding and everything. She put me in the bathtub, then she took off my clothes, and she got water, like warm water, and put salt, like a lot of salt in the water. And that's how she got a face towel, and she put it on my wound, like right here. She put it on my wound, and I think I felt the salt, the pain of the salt, and that's when I like quickly woke up, Then now the story from my side. So now this is from me. So yeah, I woke up and like everybody around me was crying and everything, and then I was feeling weird, like my stomach was the only one hurting. I didn't feel anything else hurting, like I couldn't feel this. I didn't feel, like when you forcefully remove a tooth, your head is going to ache, but then nothing. I didn't feel anything like that. So that's how I stood up, and then I looked in the mirror. Like the mirror was right opposite the bathtub. So I looked in the mirror, and then I started looking. I said, Auntie, Lino yanga enda kuti. And like the helper was just crying. Everybody's just crying. Like, why is everybody crying? And I was looking like my skin. I was like, nini belly noine, Lino yanga enda kuti. I started crying, also looking like, I don't have a tooth anymore. How am I going to smile? And what? I'm now ugly and everything. And then my cousin who sent us to pluck the mangoes, like she was also crying. She was like, I'm so sorry. What? They called, like my cousin called my mom. My mom was at a workshop in Lusaka. We live in Kafue. Yeah. For those of you who've watched my video, you know that I live in Kafue. If you haven't watched my video, pause this and go and watch my video. Anyway, so yes, my mom was in Lusaka for a conference, or for a workshop, sorry, and then my dad was also in Lusaka. So my cousin called my mom and told her like, Chimba has fallen this side from the mango tree and blah blah blah. So my mom was like, she's fallen from the mango tree, just treat her well. Then my cousin was like, no, it's actually really serious. She's even lost her tooth and everything. And then my mom at the time was pregnant with my brother. I don't know how many months it was. I've forgotten, but my brother was born in April and that was December. So I don't know how many months. I don't have time to do the math. Anyway, so yeah, called her friend, one of her close friends, Auntie Daya. She called her and told her like, no, please book a taxi right now and go to the house and take Chimba to the hospital. Chimba has fallen. That's how my mom even called and said that no, I've told Auntie Daya to come and get her and take her to the hospital. Immediately I just come out from this workshop, I'm going to drive home, like I'll rush home and I'll come back. That's how they dressed me up and everything. I still wasn't feeling any pain. Like I could feel that my lips were super swollen, like my lips were swollen, my nose was swollen, my face was just a bit puffy. Then I didn't have skin here, like I could feel the breeze, but I couldn't feel any pain at all. Only my stomach was a bit, because I fell first. I fell face first. So yeah, that's how Auntie Daya came with the taxi and everything, and they took us to Kafiwe District Hospital. Auntie Daya sat, and then I put my head on her laps. Then we were waiting, and my mom called. She said she's on her way, and the drive from Lusaka to Kafiwe is about like 45 to 1 hour, like 45 minutes to 1 hour, but she drove in 30 minutes. She reached the hospital in 30 minutes. But anyway, so before she reached, when I was like, my head was on Auntie Daya's laps, I started feeling the pain, like the pain started coming slowly, you know, the headache, the wound, the stomach, the lips, everything just started hurting, and I started crying. Like everything was hurting. I said, Auntie Daya, it's hurting, Auntie Daya, it's hurting. The nurses were doing nothing at all. Then my mom reached. They finally attended to us. They took us straight to the X-ray. The doctor started like checking me and was like, does it hurt anywhere? Why does it hurt? Started touching me, and I said no, my right hand was hurting a bit. Then we did an X-ray for my right hand, found that I broke my bone. Yeah, like I broke my bone. Even when he was doing this, it was just a bit wet, so I had broken my bone. Then they said they were going to admit me. Like they said they were going to admit me for observation overnight, and that was my first time being admitted in the hospital. Like I had never been admitted before that. So yeah, that's how we went. We got a room and everything. Then my mom was telling my dad, like, no, I've seen her, it's serious and everything. Then my dad called, he wanted to talk to me, and he was telling me, no, what do you want? You didn't know when you're sick how parents behave when you're sick. Like, you know, what do you want? I just said I want yogurt and blah blah blah. Because at that time I could only eat, like from then on, I could only eat liquid stuff. I couldn't eat any solid stuff. So yeah, I just told him I want yogurt and whatnot and whatnot. So we put in the room. My cousin came and my sister came. Jennifer and her sisters came with her mom. You know, like some of my friends came. Like my friends came to see me and everything. My mom was there. Like my mom was super worried. I was looking okay, but I don't blame her. I looked horrible. My face like. So yeah, the people from church came, and then when they reached, they said that some little boy also from a different area was just from falling from a mango tree, but then for him, he like his head landed on a stone and he bled out and he died. Like you guys, my heart sank. I was so sad, but at the same time I was like, I felt so grateful for my life, you know, like this thing happened to somebody else and the person died and I survived. Like I don't know, I don't know. Then they were like, no, let's hold hands, and we prayed and we held hands. You know, they sang a song, and that's how they prayed. They thanked God for me being alive. They asked for healing and whatnot. I cried throughout the prayer. Like I was so emotional. It was just, I don't know. Then yeah, that's how they left. My mom wanted to sleep at the hospital, but then they couldn't allow her because she was pregnant. So my cousin was the one who was going to sleep there with me. Then my dad came. He brought me what I asked for. Like he brought me what I asked for and more. In the morning, I went. My mom came early in the morning. She was already at the hospital. So yeah, she came. Then we went and they put a cast on my hand, like on my right hand. They told me I'm going to keep it for a month. And then they were telling me those instructions, don't put water, blah blah blah. Yeah, that's how I got discharged. And I went home. I found Mozamba and my aunt Mtinta at home. And you know what they brought me? Mangoes. They brought me a plastic of mangoes, you guys. Yes, like they were like, no, since you wanted mangoes so much that you had to lose a tooth for them, here's a plastic of mangoes so you don't have to climb trees anymore. Then I just had to get used to the fact that I don't have a tooth anymore. Like it was a permanent scar, you know, because I was already big, so this tooth wasn't going to grow back. So eventually anyway, eventually I got used to like not having the tooth and everything. I had to like adjust, especially sometimes when I'm talking. Even now, even if it's not as often as it used to be, sometimes I whistle when I'm talking. Like it will just come out and it's so funny. And then my mouth bended a bit. Yeah, my mouth bended a bit. So sometimes when I'm pronouncing certain letters or when I'm saying certain words, or when I'm talking, sometimes like you could tell that my mouth is a bit bent, and it used to be an insecurity. Like it used to bother me so much that I actually even stopped smiling. Sometimes I never used to smile because I never used to like how it used to look and everything. But then I just got used, because this was something that was going to be with me for the rest of my life. There was nothing I could do about it. Replacing the tooth or going to the dentist to do whatever was so expensive. It was so expensive, and I just told my parents, like, it's fine, I'm going to stay just like this. Also, like, sometimes some people would mock me about it, like, hey, come chene, shan. I feel like it's just some things you just get used, like, with time. Yeah, you get used. So as time went by, I just started ignoring. Even if people like joke about it, I also joke with them and I'll laugh about it. I know my mouth is bent, like sometimes I talk funny, sometimes I just laugh at all that so that I get rid of the insecurity. And now I got rid of it, and I'm used. Like, it's not just part of me. It's been like what, 9 years? Yeah, 9, almost 10 years this year. Sorry, I was thinking anyway, 10 years this year. I'm going to be living without a tooth. And then like the gap started closing on its own, like the teeth started moving, and the gap started closing, so it became smaller. And now sometimes people think as if it's just natural, like maybe I was born with it and one of those gap toothed girls and whatnot. But then it was a tooth. So yeah, that's my story. We've come to the end of our story time. So so don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I guess that's it. So until next time,